Hi and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and it's time for November launch items. I feel like October still hasn't finished. That's probably because it hasn't yet finished. Restocks went up earlier on today. Not sure whether there is still any left, but yeah, restocks of October, and then October is finished. But we do still have a November launch. We have been asked quite a bit. It was a little bit touch and go at one point, mainly because the printers were being used. But I have been able to confirm we have got releases for November. It's a little bit smaller than October, but we have our Christmas colour trays being released in November. We have this gorgeous forest green is one of them. It's a really nice dark green, and we have our berry red, our Christmas red. I know people do like to compare to last year's, and I'm not organised enough to have had them ready. I think this is the one. So this was November's red one last year. We've gone small and we have gone darker. So that is a darker colour, just so that you can compare if you have some already. And then we actually were only doing big trays in November last year. So the other colour was this green, whereas we have now gone for a darker. So it's more of a darker tone for the trays for this year. Yes, because we now have Zesty as well, of course. So we're bringing out one of each. So that is the trays for November. They are limited edition. The limited edition pen for November is a little bit of seashells. Now I know this might be more of a summer thing, but sometimes you just need that sort of summer vibe, and this is a little bit of a nod to the other side of the world, down under, where it is more summer. It is summertime in Australia. So we have a gorgeous seashell pen as a little nod to them. There is little dolphins in there as well. Can you see? Yeah, so we have a resin pen with, of course, the plastic tips. And then we have also brought back, with slight changes, our planner. This one, sorry, this was a little bit delayed. We have been asked for the planner, whether we're doing the planner again. And we have managed, well, Megan has managed to be able to get this sorted for this launch. So very similar to the last one, it does have the bigger book rings on this planner because it is a thicker book. You can add to-do list page inserts, you could add book journal inserts, or even logbook inserts. They are all the same size. So it is A5. It does come with a bookmark. It then has important dates so that you could pop in birthdays, things like maybe your car MOT, car tax, things like that that may happen once a year, once every 6 months. Important dates. You've also got monthly reminders, so maybe you could switch between the two. You can rearrange all these sections as well to suit you. But we then have a monthly calendar, which gives you your little overview and your space for notes for each month. Then you have a weekly planner. So this is the more in-depth. We have changed this to include a sort of monthly overview as soon as the new month starts, so that you can count ahead if you need to, though we do have a reference to the whole year as well. So we've got basically all the pages with the little monthly overview. And that monthly overview goes on when the months change. So we've only got a couple of days of February here, but we're into March, so that changes to March. And we've got that all the way through to December of next year. You also get some note pages, because they're always good. And you do get an overview of 2023 and an overview of 2024. for in case you really need to forward plan. And this is all on our disc bound system that we use for all of our books and inserts, which is why you could quite easily add some to-do list pages to this. You know, whatever works for you. You can take things out. So if you have no use for the monthly, or have a use for the monthly but maybe in your logbook, you could take this out, pop it in there, pop something else in here. But there is space for this one to expand, as say if you do want to add some inserts. So yes, this is our November launch. This is launching next Friday at 10 p.m. GMT. Our clocks have changed, so we are back to Greenwich Mean Time. So yeah, we're going to launch at 10 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time with our November items. These are limited. This isn't. Just so that you know, we have limited stock of these, but we can, you know, we can do the planners. Of course, it will be disappearing at some point next year because it will no longer be valid, but you can always wait a couple of weeks if you do want to order one of these, but not quite yet. So yeah, that is November items. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll speak to you all again soon.